Gen Z is the most antisocial generation of all times.
Okay, so I don't know if it's just me who's noticed this, but like, this is the most antisocial generation or like time of my entire life. Not like me personally, because I'm a yapper, but like, everybody around is so weird. Like, I went to the grocery store the other day, and there was a worker by the produce, and she was like stocking stuff, and I was just like right by her, so I said hi and like smiled at her, and she just looked at me like almost repulsed that I said hello to her, and I'm just like, okay. Or like, people will walk past you and like be so afraid to look at you, and I think that's so weird. It makes me so uncomfortable. Like, first of all, are you not like aware of your surroundings? Because I stare at anybody who walks past me. I don't care if you're a man, a female, whatever you are, but I'm gonna look at you and I will stare into your soul, because first of all, I'm just very aware of my surroundings, and I like to know the people that are around me. But like, I don't know, like, people just are just even afraid to like look in your direction, and that is just so mind-boggling to me. So I don't know if it's just like the phone thing and social media, that everybody's so comfortable with just like being whoever they are online. They don't even know who they are in person, so they just act like a robot and just stay silent. But it's weird. It is weird.
Mad weird. People are afraid to make eye contact. If you look at them and they look at you at the same time, they'll immediately look away or look down or act like they're texting or on the phone when they not. You could tell somebody not even on the phone, but they acting like it, they faking. It's awkward, it's weird. It happens all the time. Or somebody will be staring at you, right? So you say, what's up? Not aggressive, just like, what's up? Because they staring at you. And they don't say nothing. They act invisible. I always wonder what that's about.
Why do we not speak to each other anymore? I found that there's times on my campus where I will literally see someone that I know, and if I see them and they don't see me, I won't say anything. Like, why are we like this? I thought college was for everyone that's supposed to come there and we're all having a good time, we're saying what's up to each other. It's not like that. Now, it's supposed to be like elementary school and middle school, where you see your friends in the hallway and you are literally screaming their name, yelling to go talk to them. But we don't do that anymore. Where you see your friends in the hallway and you are literally screaming their name, yelling to go talk to them. But we don't do that anymore.
Gen Zers aren't talking. This is certainly an interesting read and research. More and more Gen Zers are afraid to make phone calls, receive phone calls, talk to people in person, book appointments. And when someone does call them back, it's what this article says, they are hesitant to even call the person back. This is wild. I hope this changes.
Gen Z won't use the phone. They the texting generation. They're the generation that'll see somebody in public. This ever happened to you? This could even be somebody outside of Gen Z. They see you in public, and instead of them saying something, they don't come up to you, nothing. They don't yell, hey, what's up? They wait till y'all both leave, and then they be like, yeah, I saw you at said place. Let's say it's the grocery store, the carnival, the mall, wherever. Hey, I saw you at the mall today. Why didn't you say nothing? I know for a fact Gen Z doing that. When I was young, I'm not old, but when I was younger, it was the same way. When we were just as young as they are now, I always thought that was strange. Like, why wouldn't you come up to me?
Gen Z right now is not socializing as much as they were. They're not getting in relationships. And the amount of virgin 30-year-olds living with their parents was like the highest level ever in history.
The whole zero alcohol movement is going to be a negative for the health of society, because people are drinking less, but even if they're getting a health benefit from that, they're super lonely because they're not going out.
Yesterday in class, I sit down, right? I'm one of the first people in class. I sit in the front row. There's a girl walking next to me, right? And like, we're both going into this front row. It's a long front row. None of the seats are taken yet. And she was like about to sit down, like starts taking her stuff off. And then as I sit down, she goes to the opposite side of the fucking row, like the end of the row, sit as far away as possible from me. Maybe I'm just fucking chuzz as fuck and I smell like shit or something. I don't know. Why would I not just like sit next to the person that's sitting by themselves and like start a conversation or say hi or something, you know? Like, you notice someone sitting next to you, so you go and sit at the opposite end of the row. Like, It's just like so weird that people like our generation like does this. Like we're so fucking antisocial, I guess. I don't know.
And I know that people are that way. When I used to travel alone, when I was at the airport, I would put my bag on the chair next to me to make the other person feel more comfortable so they didn't have to do that. They could sit one seat over, right? I'm right here in one seat. It's my bag right there. They could sit next to the bag.
Why are Gen Z so antisocial? Why aren't Gen Z going out and having fun? Why aren't Gen Zs cracking? It's almost like there was something that happened in 2020 where like the world fucking ended for like 2 years. And like nobody really wants to talk about it. It's been like damn near 6 years since COVID happened. Nobody wants to talk about it. They will mention it as like, oh, well, the pandemic did kind of, slow things down socially. Dude, no, that was in our formative years. I think it had a bigger effect than that. They're like searching the world for some secret reason why we're so antisocial and just off-put and just different and neurotic and all this shit. Like there wasn't a time period in our formative lives where we weren't allowed to see people. We were conditioned to not be around other people for our safety. And to be fair, it was like for our safety, right? A lot of people have not left that pandemic mindset. For a lot of people, normal life ended March 3rd, 2020. I forget which day in March it was, right? And never became normal again. Nothing ever made sense again. It pisses me off when people like don't want to acknowledge that at all. People act like it wasn't a big deal. When in the history books, even though every year since 2020 has had insane news, 2020 like in history lessons would be like 2 fucking semesters worth of shit that happened. And we're searching for some secret reason. Come on, bro.
I'll give them this. COVID, they say, will go down as a diagnosis. The effects of COVID. It messed people up so bad. People are so different now. Everything feels off. Social interactions aren't the same. They don't engage in conversations. You could talk about something and that person doesn't respond to what you said. They respond venting. Like it's both people venting. One person could say something. That person doesn't respond directly to what they're saying. They just get something off their chest and it doesn't correlate. I agree. It could be COVID. It could be. People got used to not talking to anybody, and now years of that have messed up the social dynamic completely for a whole generation.
Why is it so hard to make friends with these Gen Zers? And I'm a Gen Z myself. Like, I don't know how to do it. I genuinely have no idea. First of all, everyone is super introverted, right? And I'm also an introvert. So it is hard because nobody really wants to make this first step to like introduce themselves or like to get to know someone. And because of this thing that everyone is an introvert, people become super awkward. Like it's some next level of awkwardness. You know, like when you come up and like compliment someone and they're like looking at you, like side-eyeing you, like what is this? For me, it's been difficult to make friends, especially when I started like studying in a university, and here it's like there's like people from everywhere, right? Because we're all international students, so it is really hard to find things in common with all these people from everywhere. But like last semester, I think I decided, okay, I'm gonna make the first move. I'm gonna start like trying and like talking to people. Do you think it worked? No. Everyone is being so awkward. The thing I hate is like people pretend to be busy when you both know for a fact you have nothing going on in your life, okay?
Everybody act like they super busy. Whole time they're not doing nothing. You put a status on Facebook or Instagram, guess who the first one watching it is? Them. But they too busy. Or people can be all over social media, but they won't text you back. It's just weird. I would hate to be a Gen Zer right now. It seemed like we always speaking on Gen Z. This is another one. Gen Z is going down as the most antisocial generation.
No, you're not busy. It's not the real reason why you can't make it to the hangout. It's because you want to go back, sit at home, and watch reels. And when you try to start a conversation with someone, people make it so awkward that you start feeling awkward. You start thinking, oh my god, did I say something wrong? Did I do something wrong? Like, what happened? Yeah, I don't know what to do. I give up on these friendships. And yeah, I guess I'm not gonna have this perfect friend group that I always dreamed of having.
That's real. Some people so awkward, they make you feel awkward. Real talk. Or you leave the conversation like, okay.
Bro, I genuinely feel like Gen Z is probably the most antisocial generation, bro. Like, I feel like only because like we grew up on like phones and stuff, and like there's really no need to really interact with people because we can connect to them through the phone, social media and stuff like that. Like, it's really bad, bro. Like, I be seeing like a lot of people like in my age category, and like I think I have
Category. I think it's affecting him too. He's making this video. It's one thing to talking to the camera. That's not being social. People are more comfortable talking into a camera than talking on the phone or talking in person with people. Maybe he got a speech impediment, or him not having a normal social life. Maybe he's not comfortable speaking. I don't know, but he seemed a little awkward too. I'm feeling a little awkward listening to him, but I'm gonna let him keep going.
social anxiety, but some people can't even like order their food. Like, it's really bad. Like, a lot of us have a lot of problems with being social, bro. Like, I feel like we're the most antisocial generation, bro. I really blame it on social media and COVID, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, that shit really took a lot of our like core years away from us, bro. And then on top of that, like how everybody's just on their phone now. It's just like, bro.
He keeps saying, bro. You got those type of people too that say bro after every sentence.
We got cooked, bro. We got cooked before we could even try, bro. But like, if you're in that position and you know what I'm saying, you're like super antisocial, like just try to break out of it, bro. Because it's not even about like not wanting to talk to people. Like, you gotta know how to converse with people to get anywhere in life, bro. Like, so you gotta learn how to break out of that shell. No matter how much you want to stay there, bro, you're not gonna build any connections. You're not gonna be able to make no money with people if you're just always quiet. And I'm learning that shit. Like, you have to break out of your shell if you want to get anywhere, bro.
I knew it. I'm learning that. He was speaking to himself through this video, telling himself he needed to get out of that.
I don't know if it's just me or because I come from a loud Italian family from New York where they're always talking, always making conversations with somebody, but it pisses me off when these young kids, like even my age, 20-year-olds, they can't hold a normal conversation. And I'm not even saying holding a conversation, but normally interacting, like looking someone in the eyes when talking. I'm greeting a table and I'm like, hey, my name is Sophia. What can I get you guys to drink? And the kid, he's shy, which I understand because there are times where I'm shy. And when I was younger, I was very shy. But he's like, water. Barely looks at me. When I'm at a table and someone comes up to greet me, and they ask me, what would you like to drink? I'm like, hi, yeah, I would love water, loud and clear. But nowadays, I have no idea what's gotten into people. They just talk so softly. It's like, speak up when someone is talking to you. Look at them in the eyes, even though it's awkward. It will really help your social skills. And I just feel like this society lacks social skills so much. I have gotten better at speaking up and being very direct. I just don't understand what's wrong with this generation, but I feel like it's getting way worse.
If you agree, drop it in the comment section below. If you disagree, drop it in the comment section below. What do y'all think the reasoning behind this is? Y'all drop that as well. The comment section is open for discussion as always. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, it's your brother YT. I love y'all. Peace.